friend sent me a text saying that she got her braces removed. Cheers to that. Congratulations if you're watching this. I'm so glad. Welcome to your new teeth. It's a whole new world that you better be excited to live, because I remember when I got my braces off, I was so happy. I think it was a little sore, not gonna lie. So worth it. You'll get used to your new teeth in, I think it took me like a day or 2 days, because in the beginning it feels slimy because there's no friction against your teeth anymore. There's barely any. Obviously there's still friction, but compared to when you have braces and your tongue is rubbing against metal and rubber bands, rubbing against your teeth with your tongue it feels like you're gliding on ice, actually. So it feels weird in the beginning, like they're dirty, they have slime on it, but it's not. It's just your teeth, your clean, spectacular, straight teeth. Congrats. And thanks to all the dentists out there, orthodontists, and everything in between and related to that, for all the work you do. I remember when I had my braces experience, it was great. It was painful at times, and I was always grateful. I'm still grateful, because my teeth were pretty crooked back in the day. These two middle teeth, yeah, they were facing each other almost. They were forming a V with the middle part facing the inside of my mouth, if you can visualize that. Thank God I was able to get them fixed, because truly it's a privilege. Not everyone can afford braces. Not everyone has access to programs that subsidize the cost of braces or provide them for free. So if you naturally have straight teeth, you better be grateful. And if you have the money to afford braces up front, or somehow finance it, whatever you can to contribute to braces. Even I contributed some money, although it wasn't a big amount, by no means compared to the total amount. That's a privilege too. So I'm glad that I was able to do that, and super thankful to my mom for finding this amazing program that we got a while ago. Can't even talk sometimes because I want to say what I want to say 100 miles per minute. So yeah, we found it a long time ago. She found it. She applied for me and I got it. I had to write a letter. I think I had to write a letter saying why I would love to get braces. Of course, every application requires some type of justification for why you're trying to get into that program or something, right? Or benefit from what they're offering. So that's what I did, and the service that I received was phenomenal. I loved every single moment of it. I remember they had these scented and flavored gloves. I don't know if that's healthy for you in the long term. It probably is. That office seemed pretty bougie. They even had games, like arcade games, at the front when you first enter. So they had a huge aquarium. It was beautiful. I loved every single visit. The people there were so nice. I don't think I had a single unpleasant visit there. They had TVs. I would watch, I think, Wendy Williams there. Good memories. Good memories of my time with braces on. The process before the braces, though, was kind of a struggle. And that's funny because the other place was more like modern bougie. Like, I can imagine CEOs going there and being like, I'm getting my braces, or not braces, I'm getting my dental procedures done here, because it was all feeling clinical and super clean. Not that the other place wasn't super clean, of course it was, but it was more like kind of felt like a Disney World situation for some reason. Disney World and orthodontics mesh for some reason. This is a problem. I used to be so good at multitasking, and now I feel like the multitasking ethos has taken over my mental space. I feel like I'm constantly thinking about everything all the time, and I've always been an overthinker since I was born, probably, but now I feel like I enter these worlds of the most random thoughts when I'm trying to focus on only one thought. If you struggle with that, let me know. Offer me solutions, because maybe I need some professional help for this. It is kind of disrupting my daily life, to be honest. Not so bad where other people are noticing, although they do notice every once in a blue moon. but it is bothering me. Like, I'll catch myself just staring at my laptop screen like this and thinking a complete storyline for this one random made up scenario in my head. And it's nothing obsessive because these are all different thoughts. They're not about one specific person as if I have a crush that I'm obsessed with. No. Plus, that's kind of creepy if I'm obsessed with someone like that I'm constantly thinking about them. That's always been sus for me. So no, not for me. It's like, for example, what did I think about today? I don't even know. It was super random though. Oh, that I was a huge monster. And I was thinking how in the superhero movies, obviously the superhero usually ends up surviving anything, right? That's the whole point for many of these movies. They can't show the superhero getting absolutely demolished by the monster. And plus there wouldn't be much of a storyline, right? So I was imagining that I was a huge monster with tentacles for some reason, and that I was breaking the mold of the superhero movies. And then I just grabbed the superhero from out of the air and I chopped both of his arms off. And then I was like, ha, now see if you can be your superhero self. Okay, it wasn't graphic though, before anyone gets really concerned. These are just super silly, imaginative, creative scenarios that I make up in my head. They're completely random, and it all starts with a thought that comes out of nowhere, seemingly out of nowhere, or it comes from me thinking about one mundane topic, boring topic, or common topic, and then from there I go to a subtopic, and I go to a subtopic, and then a subtopic, and then I eventually end up going to one where I'm completely enveloped in it, and I think of this whole scenario or plot for that. I don't know why. It doesn't happen all the time because then I wouldn't be able to get my work done. I do get my work done. I'm quite productive, I would say. I'm managing my time well. I usually don't have issues with that. I do have issues with me micro daydreaming. Like, I intensely daydream for like 5 seconds and then I snap out of it. 5 or 10 seconds, I would estimate. But it happens kind of frequently, like maybe once every few hours. So it's not a significant amount of time. It's just enough for me to be like, okay, this is a pattern. Maybe I should be trying to figure out how to stop this, right? I think that's the first time I actually explained all of this because I haven't told it to anyone, to be honest. I've told many people that I'm an overthinker, and that I daydream a lot, and I think a lot, period, all the time, about everything. Although I haven't explained these little episodes of intense daydreaming that I've been having about the most random thoughts. Oh, going back to the superhero story, it wasn't graphic at all. It wasn't like there was blood gushing out of this guy's armholes or whatever you would call them. It was like those cartoons that are anything but graphic, where it looks like the arms are made out of clay because there's no blood coming out of anything. It's just redness where the arms used to be. Okay, I'm going at length about this. Let me stop. Enjoy my matcha. That's it. See you later. Look how cool the sky looks. It reminds me of the sweater I used to have. I think I gave it to my sister. That looks like sheep wool while it's on the sheep when it's overgrown. But it's not actually sheep wool. I think this is okay. Yep. I have another one of these. And yes, I did pop it again because it was annoying me. And it didn't scab over well, and then I fixed that. I tried to fix it this morning. Morning. Speaking of mornings, this is a humid, but less humid than yesterday morning because it rained. It thunderstormed last night, and that was really nice to see, actually. This morning, we're gonna go downtown and meet up with a friend from my lab. You know who you are if you somehow stumble upon this YouTube channel, because I haven't told you that I have this yet. And this is our second outing downtown together. This is like a weekday morning. I think someone's like entering the car near me. This is a weekday morning. And we're going there, meeting up, eating breakfast before we hop on an orientation on our laptops. It's virtual. So thankfully we can do it from basically wherever. We just have to be careful with people seeing our screens because it's not like we can just show everyone what we're up to, right? And it's confidential. That's super, I guess it's confidential, but it's not the end of the world if someone takes a quick peek and barely sees anything and looks away. We're going to be super careful anyway, right? We're going to make sure that our laptops are facing us and nobody else. And this place is all vegan, I think. And if not, they have tons of vegan options, including vegan donuts. So I'm pumped. This opportunity just came from the sky for us to have breakfast together and then hop on orientation. And we really need to have breakfast right now because I am so hungry. And I think she's about to get there before me. And she lives like 30 minutes away while I live like 10 minutes away. So let's go. This is our second outing, as I was saying, because our first one was at this boba and coffee place, and it was really good. And that day it rained, so if it rained today again while we were in there in this new place, that would be funny. I'm excited to go. Okay, that person is not who I thought it was gonna be, thankfully. Because then they'd be like, weren't you in a rush to head out the door? I feel like they would have said that. It's all good though. We're gonna head out. We finally made it. I got so confused and I actually passed by it. First time that I went around this area. This place. Love the vibe. Okay, it's a little while later. I actually got to my lab. I'm currently near the lab area, but we're leaving. Natalia left already. She's my friend from lab, and I'm leaving right now to run some errands because there's nothing to do. A lot of people had to throw out their experiments that were in progress, unfortunately, because a lot of the machinery and instruments aren't working right now without the electricity. Apparently, a transformer exploded, and those take a while to get repaired, I think. And also there's another storm coming this afternoon. So we really don't think that the power is going to come back soon enough so that we can restart our experiments or try something different. So I'm dipping. And I'm not going home. I'm going to go and do some errands that have been scheduled for later on. Because I can do them now. I have time now. I had to do today I had this appointment already. The license renewal and transferring it to Maryland. It's getting hot in here. It's pretty humid. And the whole lab inside is foggy everywhere. Like, it's not foggy in the air. It's more like there's condensation on the refrigerated containers. It's crazy. And also the floor is getting musty. It's getting wet. And that's dangerous in the hallways. So, yeah, I need to get my new license later today at like 3:30 p.m. That's my appointment time at the MVA. Wow, there are these these electricity repair vehicles walking through. I think they need space, so maybe I should leave. I think they're trying to park in front of me. Okay, never mind. I don't know. I think they're inspecting the scene. And the AC is also out, so it's getting hotter and hotter inside, and that's not good. I think there's only a few rooms in there that are air conditioned. The generators also don't seem to be working everywhere, at least in some buildings on campus. So I'm gonna go get my license and try and get registered as a voter here too. I don't know how that's gonna work if I don't have my license to prove that I'm a resident here. I tried printing out my credit card recent activity, my credit card statement, and also printing out my lease. So hopefully those two documents are enough to prove that I live here and I can get my voter registration for the state of Maryland. And after that, I don't think there's anything else to do. I'll probably figure out something and I'll let you know. That took me about 10 minutes. I was in and out. They were also doing some sort of ballot counting, I think, in there, because when I first walked in, they were like, "Are you here to observe?" And I was like, "I don't even know what that is." No, I'm here to register to vote. and it was super easy. The person who helped me out was great with answering all of my questions, and I also expressed my interest to become an election worker slash poll worker. No, election judge slash poll worker, because I didn't know what election judge meant, and he said that it's a poll worker. I always thought that it'd be cool to do that at least once in my life, so hopefully I can do it here. Now I'm gonna make my way over to the NBA. Wow, it's getting more and more humid here, which makes sense because the forecast says that it's gonna rain in about 1 to 2 hours. So I feel it. It's getting so hot and stuffy. Okay, so I'm gonna start moving. I had also signed up online to get the global entry, I think, you know, in the TSA where they let you go in faster than people who don't have that registration. I think you have to pay a certain amount every year, so maybe I won't end up getting it. Okay, I'll get there. I'll search up what I signed up for. There's no fee to make the appointment, so it's okay if I miss out on it without notifying them. I do still have to go there anyway to get my new license. So let me confirm that this is not worth it. Okay, let me confirm that this is worth it and see if I'll do the first appointment that I was talking about. I'm still doing the second one anyway. Okay, just got out from the MVA and I only got appointment number 1 done because I realized that I was going in for a TSA pre-check appointment, which is $85 once you get it processed for 5 years. So I think that's a pretty good deal for all the time that you're saving at the airport. So I decided to get it. I went in and she was like, or I didn't go in yet. This is when I was still outside. And she was like, I was like, I came in really early for this appointment. And she was like, what time? And I said, the appointment is at 3:20. And she was like, this is pretty early. Someone right next to her was like, that's pretty early, because it was like 11 something. And I was like, I got out of work early, so I decided to come here right after so I could try and get everything done. And this all happened after I went to the check-in counter of the MBA in general. And the person who was there was like, you can't come right now, because even if you did check in, which you're not able to because they only send the check-in email or text message 30 minutes before your appointment time, everyone who has an appointment before you and comes in gets to go before you. So I was like, I don't think I want to wait that long, like 3 hours in here. So then I went over to the TSA pre-check place, and then thankfully the person who was there was like, I'll try and see if I can get you if there's no one else, right? And I was like, okay, sounds good, thanks, if she has space. And she did. There was only me. Okay, there was one person when I arrived there, and they were inside, I think. And then when they left, the person next to me was getting taken, and then the person who works there was having the conversation with me. So then once the person who was in front of me got out from the office, I was able to go in because no one else was waiting. So I was like, yes. She was like, come in. And then we got it done super quick. All they required was information about where you live, where you previously lived, confidential information, right? So I took my picture there. They also got my fingerprints. I've done fingerprinting so many times in the past month, maybe like 3 times. And that's so many times for me because I never get that done. I don't think I'd ever gotten fingerprints done until a couple weeks ago for this job that I have now. So I like getting it done. I should probably clean my fingers. Speaking of getting fingerprinted, because so many people get their fingerprints on there. So many people put their fingers on that same pad. And I think they're supposed to clean it after every use. But who knows how often they actually do. So this is antibacterial hand spray. Thanks, Pamela, for giving me this. It smells pretty good. I have this other hand sanitizer spray here. This one doesn't seem to be antibacterial though. Antiseptic. It's by Pacifica. It smells really good. I'll just use this one too. This one is not a spray actually, it's a pump. I wonder if these can combust if it gets hot enough in the car. Hopefully not. Okay. That combo doesn't smell that good. Would not recommend. So now it's like 12 something. And I'm gonna see if I can go to Trader Joe's because there's not really anything else to do. I wanted to go around and take a walk at one of the downtown parks that I've been looking at and passing by because they look so cute and Pacific. So I want to go and do that eventually, maybe today still after my appointment. And for now, I think I'm just gonna go to Trader Joe's because the closest one is pretty far away in general, and the MBA is on the way there from my house. So if I just go to Trader Joe's and I come back here for my appointment, I can go straight to my house after for one smooth motion. I think that would be good. So I can save gas, because it would be different if the Trader Joe's was somewhere else and then I had to go from that place to my house. Does that make sense? Like, my house, the MBA, and the Trader Joe's makes a kind of straight line. It's like in the same direction. To get to the Trader Joe's, I pass by this general vicinity. So on my way back home, I'll just pass by here, go to my appointment, go home. But if the Trader Joe's was more like MBA is here and then I have to go all the way north and then make a triangle formation, then I wouldn't do it. I'd find some other place around here to go. And Trader Joe's probably isn't going to take that long. It does take a bit to get there though, like 40 minutes. Oh, so maybe I should get moving now. Because then I won't have that much time in Trader Joe's to look for what I'm looking for. I'm looking for their new product, which is the boba, the vegan boba kit. I'm so excited to try it out. I really hope they have it, because imagine they don't have it. No, that would be really sad. Wow, I feel sweat dripping down in certain areas. So, we're gonna go. Okay, we have 2 hours left. Takes about, let's just round up a whole lot, 40 minutes to 1 hour, and then 1 hour to get there, estimating. And then we have 1 hour left to do something else. So maybe I should look around this area for a park, or maybe a park. No, I don't think there would be a park around the MBA. Let me see what's in the area right now. See if there's something with a bathroom, preferably, and a place to sit without you having to pay for anything. If I do have to pay for something, then I'll just get a drink or something. Hopefully. A cheap one. I thought that was a sunroof. I was like, wait. I was about to be so happy, but at the same time so confused, because how could I not realize that my car has a sunroof, right? Especially when I'm obsessed with them. No, it's just my windshield. Sadly. Thankfully, also, that I have a windshield that's intact and looks that great for it to look like a sunroof. Now it's giving me that vibe. I searched up places nearby, and all the parks either don't have any restrooms or are out of the way en route to MBA. So I'm not gonna go there. I'm just gonna go straight to MBA, and they have a bathroom in there. We'll see if I eat lunch in my car, because I still have my lunch that I was taking to work before the MBA or after. I think before, because I think after will be too late for me and my stomach schedule. So let's see. I think I'm gonna eat lunch before the MBA. Lunch in the MBA parking lot. Pretty good. I'm still more than an hour early to my check-in time. So hopefully I get that email soon and I can run in and do what I have to do. Okay, they finally called me at around 3:20 something. Basically 3:30, which is when my appointment was. And it's now 3:38, so they took about 10 minutes processing my new license registration. That's amazing. Now I have a temporary license. It's in my folder. I should keep it in here though. Yeah. My glove box. I think that would be best because otherwise I could forget it. Or should I have it in my backpack? I don't think I'll be driving anyone else's car for now. Usually when I'm in New Jersey, I do end up driving someone else's car, so I do need my license with me. So while I'm waiting for my actual license card to get in the mail, they said it'll take about 1 week for me to receive it. I'll just have that on me in my backpack / bag, whatever I'm wearing at the moment. I was gonna go to a park, but the weather's not looking good. You see, I'm pretty sure I filmed a clip of that same scene earlier on today, and the sky was much brighter. It didn't look this gloomy. And I did get a weather notification saying that it's gonna rain soon, so let's not do that and just go straight home. There's some tasks we have to do over there anyway. So I'm gonna go there and hopefully to church tonight for some prayer. A prayer service. I think that's how you call it in English. In Spanish, it's culto de oración. And I haven't been to one of those. Oh, the exposure's looking bad. Okay, that's fine. And I lost my train of thought. Yeah, I haven't been to one of those in forever, probably years. So I'm excited to go with a new group of people. That's if the weather permits, because the way there, even though it's super quick, it's twisty and turny and quite dangerous when raining, I would say. It's already kind of dangerous without rain, so imagine with slippery conditions. I don't think that would be safe. So if I look outside and it's pouring, I don't think I'm gonna go, unfortunately. I don't trust the roads, and I don't trust my tires because the front tires are a little worn out, and I'm not gonna push it. I can hear the thunder rumbling already. I'm back after a little while. I talked to one of my close friends over FaceTime, and I lay down for a bit on my bed to relax. And then I picked up everything to come here to church for culto de oración, but there's only one other car in this lot. And the lights look like they're off inside, so I don't know. I don't know if they finished early or if they canceled the service. I'm half an hour late. I know it's bad. It's because I got carried away talking to my close friend. It's my mistake. And I'll try not to let it happen again. I am here 30 minutes late. And the service is about 1 hour long from what I've heard. So maybe that's why no one's here except for me and that other car. And no one's in the car either. So I don't know where they could be. Because even the main room, the reception room, is empty. And it looks dark too. So maybe they did cancel the service. And it would make sense because it has been raining. And it was raining harder earlier. So maybe that's when they made the decision to cancel today. I'm not sure. I asked someone who I have contact with who regularly attends church. So hopefully they give me a response soon. If not, I'll just go back home. Either way, I'm probably going to go back home because no one's here. I just want to wait here and confirm my suspicion. Also, when I was coming here, I saw a cute deer and the behind of another deer. I don't know how I didn't see the deer when I was driving toward it. Maybe it was a little off to the side and that's why I couldn't see it that well. Because by the time I saw more of it, it was already getting into the bushes and I only saw the little tail and the rear-facing view. I'm not sure why. I feel like they probably do camouflage a little bit, right? I think that's it. I did see a deer in all of its glory after that, though. And it was so cute. It was just looking at me, like, for a second, I think. So cute. And the other day, when I first came here, when I was first driving here, I think, by myself, in my car, I saw a huge deer with a baby deer. It was so cute, the two together, and they were scared, though, because I was driving by and they were close. So then they just scurried away. Sad. I love deer. They're so cute. They deserve all the happiness, honestly. It's not raining anymore, I think. It's not raining at all. See? Nothing on my hand. My overexposed hand. There, that's better. It's so quiet out here. Oh, let me not let the bugs get in. There are some weird looking bugs out here in Maryland. Don't know where it went. You see? You saw that little movement right there in the center? That was where the deer was. It turns out that I'm half an hour early, actually. So by the time I'm saying this, though, I'm 20 minutes early being here right now. So that gives me time to go in, settle down, absorb the vibes, and get ready for the service. And the deer came out. Look at this timing. I'm glad that the hermana confirmed all this for me. Look. So cute. I think I'll go in now, fill up my water bottle because I didn't get time to when I was leaving the house because I thought I was late, and find me a good seat. Just heading out. Do you hear how loud the bugs are? You can barely even see my car. It's in the corner. I can barely see anything. Do you see this? It's nearly pitch black out here. I feel like I'm driving on country roads right now. I increased the brightness all the way up so you can see me because this setting is barely lit. I ended off tonight by calling my mom via FaceTime, and we caught each other up on our days. And we also did Bible study together, so I'm ending off today on an extremely good note. 10 out of 10 day overall. I'm glad I got so many tasks done and over with, and tomorrow I have a couple more important ones that I have to do in addition to a regular work day. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you want to support me, you know what to do. Be blessed,